Right, hello, this is a quick tutorial video on how to use the QuickFix file so you will have available to you. There are two of them. There's QuickFix Landscape and QuickFix Portrait. Not surprisingly, one's landscape, one's portrait. Both of them are sized to be A3 at 300 dpi. And both of them have the same layer structure within them. There's borders, vignettes, gradients, colours and contrasts. A quick note that the borders were all taken from a Tech Radar site, and I've actually left a reference in there. They were free downloads, so you can go and help yourself to more borders and put them on if you wish. I'm going to show you how to use the landscape one, the portrait one, and we'll just follow from that. First of all, let me just turn off this text which I had in there, and it'll be in the files you get as well. So we pick a file that we want to manipulate. We'll do this one, and all we're going to do is Control A to select all of it, Control C to copy, come back to my QuickFix Landscape, Control V to paste in. Now you want to drag this so it's just above the background and probably just above this text layer here, just in case it accidentally gets switched back on. Now it's possible that your file will be a different size or shape to the templates, and just pressing Control T will give you the grab handles here, and you'll be able to size, shape and move around the file to exactly wherever it was. So that's using Control T, the transform tool. But if I just press escape on mine, because mine did happen to be the right size. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go up through these layers here, first starting with the contrast. So if I expand that out using this little arrow at the side here, and all these things in red are the contrasts. And it goes from contrast plus plus plus, which means you get lots of contrast, and that's way too much contrast. You can see all this area here's got completely blocked out in black. Then there's plus plus, and there's contrast plus, which are decreasing amounts of adding increasingly less amounts of contrast as we go down this list. And then we can take away a little bit of contrast with the contrast minus, take away quite a bit of contrast with the contrast minus minus, and the contrast triple minus takes away lots of contrast. So let's just start with the minus minus. That's quite nice because it's really revealed quite a bit of detail around here. Made this look a little bit flatter, so maybe I'm not so happy with that. So let's take that back off and let's put lots of minus contrast in, and that's certainly helped here and hasn't made things worse, or hasn't made things worse here. Improved the contrast there. So that contrast minus I'm now happy with. So that the best of those options. The colour, now these are the standard photographic filters you get out of Photoshop. So there's a number of warming ones and a number of cooling ones, and again you can just click on any one of these to see what it does to your image. So to make it go a lot colder, a lot bluer. I possibly want to warm this up slightly. Let's make it a little bit warmer still, and select this one. Well, that's quite warm. I don't think that's too warm, so I'm actually going to leave that on there. If I open this next group up, which is the blue group here, which is the gradients, again using this little arrow, there's 9 of them. Okay, the top 3 here talk about affecting just the top area. The next 3 talk about affecting the top half, and the bottom 3 talk about affecting the top 2/3. And then for each of those we have a strong, medium and weak version. So here I'm probably going to want to affect just the top half, so let's just start with the top half medium and see what difference that makes. I think that's quite good. It's taken a bit of emphasis off this area here because it was very bright before, and probably a bit of distraction to the eye. And so then it's starting to focus in very much on this singular temple piece here that I want. Maybe I can have a look at what the medium top 1/3 would do. Again, that's probably slightly better. Again, it hasn't darkened this bit quite so much, and still taken a lot out of the sky. So I'm actually going to stick with that one. I can play with the other ones if I wish, but that will do. But that will do for my gradient. So collapse it up. Let's have a look at the vignettes. We've got weak, medium, and strong on this. So let's start with a medium one. Let's make it very dark around here. It's possibly a bit of overkill for this image, particularly as it's quite dark to start with. So So maybe just put a weak vignette. That's helped a little bit. Still a little dark around there, but helped up in the sky area again. So collapse that one down. Again, move to the last one, the borders. None of these boards are particularly great. I say there's a site there where you can download any others you want, or you can actually update the template you want by either drawing more boards in or finding them elsewhere. So again, just click on these one by one. I'm not so keen on these borders that kind of don't really come to the edge, but that's how these ones were. That's a bit too funky. That one does come to the edge and gives me a bit of a jagged thing. I actually quite like that. To take that off and have a look at the last one by mistake. The last one that's there, and again this doesn't quite come to the edge, so I'm not particularly keen on that one. So that's the one I like. So again, I can close that up, and I can get like a quick before and after by just pressing the eye symbol next to this all thing. That's what it was before. Quite a cold image, quite contrasty around here, and kind of eyes wandering a bit over this side along here. If I put the border on it, it kind of looks a bit finished, whether you like boards or not. Personal preference, certainly a bit warmer, a bit more focus down here, and a slight bit more detail over there. So a few clicks, and I think it's made a positive improvement to the image. So have a play with them and let me know what you think. Thanks very much.